Good morning, girls and staff. Welcome to this assembly. I have with me today mainly grade 11s and some prize winners. I almost think we need a camera sweep over the audience as well, but I think they'd probably die, so we won't do that. But welcome to this wonderful Monday day, and I'm going to hand over to Emma McNabb, who is going to lead us in devotions. Thank you. Over to you, Emma.
A reading from Mark, chapter 8, beginning at verse 11. When the Pharisees heard that Jesus had arrived, they came and started to argue with him. Testing him, they demanded that he show them a miraculous sign from heaven to prove his authority. When he heard this, he sighed deeply in his spirit and said, "Why do these people keep demanding a miraculous sign? I tell you the truth, I will not give this generation any such sign." So he got back into the boat and left them, and he crossed to the other side of the lake. Hear the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Let us pray. Gracious, loving God, forgive us for always using our intellect when trying to see the truth. Help us to see the truth for what it is, without needing signs and wonders. You have revealed yourself to us through creation. Open our eyes to see what we cannot, and hear what we will not. In your mercy, keep safe and protect the students, teachers, and those who work at St. Cyprian's School. Be with our families, and we especially ask your healing for those who we love, who are sick in any way. We thank you for hearing our prayers through Jesus. Amen.
Thank you, and well done, Emma. I just want to speak to you briefly about a few things, and then I'm going to hand over to Mrs. James, who's got a few awards to hand out. Firstly, a huge thank you. The greeting and the cheerful way in which you greet is fantastic. It changes the tone of a school. And I love it, even if it's "Hi, Ms. Friend," as you run past. You're standing up when adults walk into a room. And so I think it has changed how we interact with one another. And for that, I'm enormously grateful. Keep it up, all right? We always greet one another because that shows I see you, I acknowledge you. And so my message today is one on why the school's reputation matters. And I've been in schools before where I've heard people say they don't care about us. All they care about is what people think of the school and the school's reputation. And it's said sometimes about, matrics will say it about their results. They're more worried about what happens to the school and what is thought about the school than they actually are about us and our results. And I just want to talk about that. And the first thing I want to say is that I hope that I'm never at a school where we don't care about the individual person. And I think that when your teachers care about the results, yes, they care about the results for them, because it is, I don't ever look at 1 year's results and think, oh, that teacher isn't doing very well. But certainly if 3 or 4 years show a trend, I'll have some thought about how that teacher is teaching a subject. But mostly, they care about you and your results. But in actual fact, school reputation and what you need out of life, rightly or wrongly, is inextricably linked. Those huge fees that your parents are paying for you to be at St. Cyprian's School, they're paying for more than facilities and a good education that we hope that you're giving you. They're paying for the reputation. Because when you apply for a job, or even at university, and they see St. Cyprian's School, they know what kind of an education you have had. And certainly, universities are tracking how individual schools do. And so they know the extent to which they can trust the grade 11 results, and the extent to which a near miss by 1 point, and I've got a space left, is worth giving to a St. Cyprian's girl by the reputation of the school. And the reputation of a school sometimes is only informed by what you see on the outside. And so for me, substance is so much more important than that facade. But what people, the public, see on the outside is how they form their reputation in the school quite often. And so when they see a San Cyprian's girl walking down the road with a whole lot of jewelry on and a tattoo that shows, and, they form an opinion about the school. And so San Cyprian School has chosen to be quite formal. And I have no doubt I arrived in it, and that's what it was. So it was the last school I came from. And the parents that choose to send their children to San Cyprian School, and our market is therefore, I would presume, reasonably formal. They choose the school because it's a formal, traditional kind of education. And we want to push some of those boundaries at times. But one of the boundaries I have no intention of pushing is we are going to be a school that is regarded as top class, top notch, one of the best in the country. And we're going to show that in our work ethic, in our offering, how well we teach and learn, how well we coached and play sport, how good our music, our drama, and our cultural activities are. And we're going to show it in the way we wear our uniform. We're going to wear our uniform with pride. And that goes to length of dress, not because people should or shouldn't look at your legs. It's got nothing to do with whether it makes people uncomfortable or not. I absolutely agree that that's their problem and not yours. But a uniform in any sector or industry is a formal item of clothing. And so uniforms, the length of the dress is not a fashion statement, it's appropriate for school. We don't wear excess jewelry. We make sure our hair is neat and off our face. We wear the right socks. So I am appealing to all of you today to, when you wear your uniform, to think, this is one of the ways I show that I'm proud of my school. This is one of the ways that I show that I want to be a good ambassador for San Cyprian School. Because I strongly believe that the way you wear your uniform is a reflection on how proud you are of your school. And if you didn't think of it that way, just give it some thought. All right. I remind you that you are absolutely allowed to wear sandals, but as your shoes are black, your sandals need to be black. All right, and that's the color I sent. Don't be embarrassed if they aren't, but from now on, please make sure that they are. All right. I now will hand over to Mrs. James. Over to you.
Good morning. Today we're handing out awards that were awarded at the final awards assemblies last year. We start with, so they're 2020 awards. So we're starting with grade 8 2020. Claire Grieg, if she can come forward, please. Claire is awarded the certificate for the South African Council for English Education Spell Check competition, achieving 100% in last year's competition. Move on to grade 9 2020. Grace McKinnell and Cara Perenzi can come forward. Grace McKinnell receives certificates for outstanding progress on the drum kit and commitment and perseverance in isiXhosa. This award is in recognition of perseverance, commitment, and passion in the subject. Kyra receives a certificate for commitment to progress in ballet and is also awarded Pro Arty Half Colours and a silver award for passing a Ballet Royal Academy of Dance intermediate examination with merit. Well done, Kyra. If I can ask Helena Merkling to come forward. Helena is congratulated on achieving a grade 6 distinction level on voice and grade 7 ABRSM merit on the piano, and is awarded Pro Arte half colours and a silver award. Kamagelo Mdamazi, she can come forward. Kamagelo is awarded an award for excellence in French writing. Charlotte Rothwell and Jenna Hart can come forward. Charlotte Rothwell receives the subject prize for culinary skills, and Jenna Hart receives the subject prize for mathematical literacy. We move on to academic colours. I can ask Paula van der Merwe and Isabella Lascaris, Isla Robertson and Zara Archibald to come forward and wait at the foot of the stage. Academic half colours are awarded to Paula van der Merwe and Isabella Lascaris. Academic full colours are awarded to Isla Robertson and Zara Archibald. Our final award is for recognition of achievement in the IEBT assessments written last year. If we can ask Caitlin Williamson to come forward. The IBTs were written in mathematics at the end of last year. Caitlin Williamson is awarded a certificate for exceptional achievement for being ranked in the top 1% of learners in the grade 11 IEBT.
Thank you, and well done to those girls. I hand over to Erin Weiss and Emma Hirsch, who have got a Valentine's Day presentation for you.
Good morning, Miss Frains, staff, and girls.
Kanye West once said, "If you admire someone, you should go ahead and tell them. People never get the flowers when they still can smell them."
And to quote Noah Centineo, "It matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others."
What Noah Centineo was trying to say is we should all love ourselves this Valentine's Day.
Wow, that's beautiful. And because we can't hug the people that we love this Valentine's Day because we are in a global panoramic.
It's a global panda bear.
Okay, well, due to the global pick and pay packet, we want to share the love with these awards.
Please clap and laugh in your home group so this is not painfully awkward.
Yeah. Also, if you're on the hall, you can stay seated, just vibe. Okay. So to begin with, the world's biggest heartbreaker goes to Mania Lawrence. Yay!
The cutest teacher best friend duo goes to Mania Lowe and Miss Ross.
Yay!
The best pre-COVID hugger goes to Miss Matan.
The most giving of love goes to Miss Gomes.
The Love Bug Award goes to Miss Gossett.
The biggest heart award goes to Miss Chamisa.
Sorry. The award for devoting all their love to their dogs goes to Miss Frayne and Mr. Lowe.
Okay, guys, now let's get a little bit spicy.
The cutest couple in grade 8 is Stella Beek and Ben Hendricks.
Yes, go Ben. The cutest couple in grade 9 goes to Gina Marshall and Carwin Davies. Ooh.
The cutest couple in grade 10 goes to Gemma Dorrington and Jack Buchanan.
Go Jack, go Jack. The cutest couple in grade 11 go to Storm Lanfer and Janet Walters. Oh, guys,
Love it.
that's so cute. Oh, my
The
word.
cutest matric couple goes to Gemma Stewart and Matomo Jackson.
Oh, yes. Okay, now on to the biggest heart award. Oh, guys.
The biggest heart in grade 8 goes to Caprice de Freitas.
The biggest heart in grade 9 goes to Becky Howie.
The biggest heart in grade 10 goes to Lisa Lichler Majordina.
Yay! The biggest heart in grade 11 goes to Tane Archibald.
The biggest heart in grade 12 goes to Caitlin Shepherd and Elisa Khadebe.
Yeah. Okay. And finally, the most important award, the Single and Thriving Award. Yes, guys, let's go.
The winner in grade 8 is Aziwe Ngeka.
In grade 9, the winner is Chloe Moffat. Yeah. Cleo.
In grade 10, the winner is Maddie Ryan.
Yes, Maddie. In grade 11, the winner is Laura Lowe. We're Laura, yeah.
And finally, in matric, the winners are Samila Kwabe and Marley Jones.
Yes. Thank you all for listening to us spreading the love instead of coronavirus.
We hope you spend Valentine's Day with those you love, and most importantly, practice self-love.
We all love you, and we can't wait for a 2021 filled with love. All of the girls and staff are deserving of awards, but unfortunately, we only have a limited time. So know that you're all loved, and we wish you a year filled with love. Thank you.
Thank you, girls, for taking the time to do that. It's lovely. Sinuvuyo and Julia have a student voice announcement. And then I'm going to hand over to Mr. Lawrence, if you'll come up straight after that. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So basically, I'm just here to introduce Student Voice. Just need to catch my breath for a bit. Okay, so basically, Student Voice is these little sessions we have like a couple of times in the term, and it's hosted by students for students. And so we get together and we discuss any topic ranging from anything inside of school to anything outside of school. It can literally be about anything. So today we're gonna have our first Student Voice session, and Julia's just gonna walk you through what we're doing today. So yeah.
Good morning, Ms. Frayne, students, staff, matrics in their beautiful jerseys. So today in Student Voice, we want to know what you guys want to speak about for the rest of the Student Voice sessions. So there's going to be a matric in each home group, and they're going to be guiding the session. So there's going to be a piece of A3 paper, and we're just going to discuss the topics we want to hear in the future, and then the matrics are going to give it to Sino and I, and hopefully we can organize the discussions surrounding those future topics. And yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Mrs. Frayne, staff and girls. I do sometimes feel like the Grinch who stole the assembly, but there are certain things that must be said, and I just want to talk about that today. Punctuality is the first thing, girls, and I know your home group teachers have spoken to you about it, and this is especially a problem after breaks. First break finishes at 10:10, and you need to be seated in class at 10:15. That means you do not start leaving where you're sitting during break at 10:15. It means you're seated in class at 10:15. So at 10:10, you start moving. Second break, the same thing. It finishes at 12:40, and you are seated in your classes at 12:45. Unfortunately, for those of you who do not do this, we will institute a break class where those people who are late for class will be seated. During breaks, you will have your lunch in silence there, and teachers will provide the names to me of frequent latecomers, and that is the way we will sort it out. So please make sure, I've sent those dates to you again, the times, the break times last week, so make sure you adhere to those. Thank you to all of those who are dressed immaculately today. We do appreciate it. I think amongst some grade 8s, there's a bit of confusion with the earrings. Girls, it is one earring, a sleeper, in the lobe of your ear. The lobe is the bottom part of your ear. It is not up here. So the lobe of your ear, the same earring on both sides. If it's a ring, it must be 10 millimeters or smaller, not these big things that might hook you onto a tree or something. So please make sure that you get that right. Please do not use the excuse of, I cannot get this one out at the top or the hole will close. That's not our problem. You need to get it out and you need to get it sorted. Mrs. Frayne spoke about the sandals. They are looking quite smart, but remember they are black sandals only. Cell phones, from my office and Mrs. James's office, we see many girls during school time, during lesson times, at the bathrooms in groups, okay, with their cell phones. If you're asked to go to the bathroom, you go by yourself, you don't go in groups, and you leave your cell phone in your bag or in class. That is not the time to call your parents. It's not the time to have conversations with other people. Unfortunately, if that continues, we will take the cell phone away from you, and you will get it back at the end of the day. So please, let's sort that out. And then the last thing, yes, this is actually a good thing. Tomorrow is Shrove Tuesday. On Shrove Tuesday, the pancake man, I've forgotten his name, he will come to the school during second break. His name is not the pancake man, but I'm calling him that. At second break from 12:10 to 12:40, he will be on the field, on the hockey field. He'll be selling pancakes for 15 Rand for 2 pancakes. Please bring exact change. That will make it much faster and easier. And he will fry pancakes and have them ready, so he's not going to do all of them there, so that he can sell as many as possible. Please support that. And then obviously it's Ash Wednesday. On Wednesday morning, we may not have an Ash Wednesday Eucharist as we always have. You will stay in your home groups, and there will be a short online service until about 8:15 or 8:20 on Wednesday morning, and then from there you will have the rest of lesson 1, and from there you'll go to lesson 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, thanks everybody.
Okay, thanks very much, Mr. Lawrence. Just an ending note, remember that you can be proud of the institution that you're in and still not support everything they do. I think that we often think that loyalty and pride, if there's one small thing or big thing that you don't like, you can't be loyal. You can still be loyal and you work from within to make it right. So I look forward to all of you taking heed of what Mr. Lawrence said. When the little things unravel, it causes bigger things to tumble down. So let's get punctuality right, let's get how we wear our uniform right, our greeting is well on its way, and let's have a wonderful week together. Remember now that in your home groups, a matric student will come around to you and you'll talk about student voice ideas. All right. Thanks very much to all of you. Bye-bye.